I'm just scrolling away and all of a sudden I see this.
It's 4 hours a day of just reminding the world that you exist. And so you can do that via content, you can do it via paid ads. If you do that every day, you will never go hungry.
Whoa, 4 hours of content a day? Who has time for that, especially if you're trying to run a business, serve clients, and maybe, just maybe, have a life? Now, don't get me wrong, you can brute force it. You can crank out 40 videos in a day or a week, and yeah, that can work. But here's the thing, it works when you have a full team, you don't need your content to sell right now, or you're not worried about how much time it's costing you. For the rest of us, that advice feels like a one-way ticket to burnout. Why does this feel so hard? So here's what happens when you hear that advice. You feel guilty, you're not doing enough. Oh, hell no, that is not allowed around here. You start posting just to post. You end up making content that gets seen but doesn't actually convert. You spend hours creating and editing and wondering, what's the point? But what if you're missing something? What if just post more isn't actually wrong, it's just incomplete? Let's zoom out for a sec. What is Alex doing in all of his videos? Well, he simplifies, he sticks to one big idea per video, he anchors to emotion and identity, and he repeats the key message over and over and over. After all, that post 4 hours a day and you'll win kind of idea is really just post a whole ton of content, because by default, you're gonna figure out what the hell you're doing. Then you can see what works and what doesn't, and then do more of what does work. In essence, volume leads to clarity. When you see what works, double down by repeating those key messages that convert to views, leads, or sales.
And most people won't, and that's why you win.
Right, it's simple, not easy.
Also true, but what if you could get results a different way? Most people don't have 4 hours a day, and you don't have time to guess what works for months before seeing results. You're trying to run a business. You need content that connects and converts quicker. One of my lowest performing videos, barely any views, led to a $15,000 sale from one viewer. And that kind of conversion happens more than you think. Because content that performs despite low views has 3 key elements. Number 1, a strong hook, something that makes the right people say, wait, that's for me. Number 2, an emotional tie-in. Here's the thing, your audience doesn't buy because they understand, they buy because they feel something. Your message has to hit their reality, not just deliver facts. And number 3, a clear action path. What do they do next exactly? Do they comment? Do they opt in? Do they click? If they're inspired but don't know where to go next, you've lost their attention and momentum. So now, Hormozi is not wrong, but if you're not simplifying, anchoring, or connecting, posting more, it just ain't gonna save you. So yeah, practice makes perfect, but there are ways that you can perfect your practice. What if you could perfect it right now, not months from now? That's why I created this free magnetic video title swipe file. It's gonna help you craft hooks that actually attract the right audience. No guessing, no gimmicks, just titles and hooks that pull in views and conversions without a lot of work. Click the link in the description to grab it, and let's shortcut this whole process together.